If you thought the universe of The Big Bang Theory ended with Sheldon Cooper's Nobel Prize speech, think again. Fans of the iconic sitcom can now dive back into the quirky, endearing world of geekdom and heart with an unforgettable, new spin-off show that's just dropped on Netflix, and it's already warping brains, tugging hearts, and breaking binge-watching records. Yes, the rumors were true. The Big Bang-iverse has expanded. The next chapter begins. The Big Bang Theory, created by Chuck Lorre and Bill Prati, was a cultural phenomenon. Running for 12 seasons, it chronicled the hilarious and often touching misadventures of a group of socially awkward scientists, their vibrant neighbor Penny, and the roller coaster relationships that developed over time. It wasn't just a comedy, it was a love letter to nerds, to science, to friendship, and to growth. Now, a new era begins. Titled, Penny for Your Thoughts. Yes, really, the spin-off focuses on none other than Penny Hofstadter, now Penny Cooper, navigating life post-Big Bang in Los Angeles. Fans who mourned the relative absence of her professional life and deeper development are finally getting what they always hoped for, a Penny-centric narrative, complete with all the sass, strength, and surprising depth Kaley Cuoco can deliver. And guess what? It's not just Penny stealing the spotlight. A reunion with purpose. Penny for Your Thoughts isn't your average sitcom cash grab. It's a bold hybrid of comedy and dramedy, touching on real-world issues while still honoring the original's lighthearted roots. The show picks up 5 years after the original finale. Leonard and Penny have a toddler. Sheldon and Amy occasionally Skype in with mind-bending parenting advice delivered in textbook Sheldon fashion, and Raj. Well, Raj is still Raj, only now he's found his calling as a children's book author, frequently dropping by with his dog Cinnamon and unexpected wisdom. Even Howard and Bernadette pop in from time to time, their chaotic home life offering comedic gold and nostalgic warmth. But make no mistake, this is Penny's show. We watch as she juggles motherhood, a new career in media production, and the looming shadow of always being the girl next door to millions of viewers. Cuoco's performance is a revelation, at times hilarious, at times vulnerable, always authentic. The series explores everything from imposter syndrome to late-blooming ambition, from the expectations of motherhood to rediscovering your voice in your 30s. New characters, classic charm. While Penny for Your Thoughts delivers plenty of returning fan favorites, it's the new characters that give the show its unique flavor. Ava, Penny's new best friend and podcast co-host, is a sharp, no-nonsense journalist who pulls no punches and quickly becomes the Amy to Penny's chaos. Max, a neurodivergent intern obsessed with the multiverse and black holes, brings back the geek energy reminiscent of early Sheldon, but with a modern twist. Zara, Penny's young nanny-turned-confidant, is a Gen Z philosopher in disguise, constantly challenging Penny's millennial assumptions about life, love, and social media. Together, this new ensemble injects freshness into a universe already beloved for its richly drawn characters. The writing is quick, layered, and heartfelt. Every episode feels like a mini-movie, self-contained in theme, but part of a larger narrative arc about identity, purpose, and yes, the chaos of adulting. Why it's unforgettable. Critics have called Penny for Your Thoughts unforgettable, and not without reason. It's rare for a spin-off to stand on its own feet while still honoring its origins. But this series does just that. It doesn't lean on catchphrases, although a well-placed bazinga from a Sheldon video call does happen once or twice, nor does it rely on tired tropes. Instead, it builds something new from familiar soil, an emotional, funny, and deeply personal journey. The cinematography has also evolved. Gone is the traditional multi-camera sitcom format. In its place, a more modern, single-camera style that gives room for subtle performances, quiet moments, and a more cinematic feel. The show feels both nostalgic and contemporary, like a cozy blanket woven with new thread. There's also a running subplot involving Penny trying to produce a docuseries about women in STEM, a clever nod to the original show's roots in science, now seen through a gender lens that The Big Bang Theory sometimes skirted around but never fully embraced. One standout episode involves Penny interviewing real-life female scientists, played by actual physicists and engineers, intercut with flashbacks to her time with Sheldon, Amy, and Leonard. The result? A tear-jerking tribute to the unsung heroines of science. Kaley Cuoco's triumph. It would be impossible to talk about this show without spotlighting Kaley Cuoco. After her Emmy-nominated turn in The Flight Attendant, Cuoco returns to the sitcom space wiser, sharper, and more nuanced than ever. Her portrayal of Penny is layered with years of lived experience, both the characters and the actresses. She plays every beat, every laugh, every gut punch with authenticity. Behind the scenes, Cuoco is also an executive producer. Her creative fingerprints are everywhere, from the stories told to the casting choices. This is a passion project that shines. For newbies and superfans alike. While longtime fans of The Big Bang Theory will find endless Easter eggs, Howard's ringtone, Raj's fear of Siri, Sheldon's quirky updates from Geneva, the series also works as a standalone experience. You don't have to know who Kuthrapali is to enjoy Penny's journey. You don't need to understand Schrodinger's cat to grasp the show's emotional depth. But if you are a fan, prepare for goosebumps. There's something magical about revisiting a world that shaped a generation of television, especially when it's been reimagined with such care and courage. The nostalgia is there, yes, but so is the growth. Penny for Your Thoughts isn't about going back. It's about moving forward, boldly, comically, and sometimes heartbreakingly. Now streaming. Why You Should Binge It. Available globally on Netflix as of September 1st, Penny for Your Thoughts dropped its first 10-episode season with minimal promotion, perhaps to manage expectations. But now, word of mouth is turning it into a sleeper hit. Already trending in Netflix's top 10 in over 40 countries, the show is proof that great storytelling, compelling characters, and a little geeky heart still go a long way. So grab your popcorn, maybe put on a Flash t-shirt, and prepare to fall in love with Penny all over again. Because in this next Big Bang, she's the star at the center of the universe. Total word count: 1021. Would you like me to adapt this into a script, social media post, or email newsletter format?